Have you ever felt like time is chasing you? You wake up to a glowing screen messages waiting, deadlines pulsing, and that quiet panic whispering that you're already behind. The world runs faster than your breath. You scroll, compare, react. Yet something deep inside aches, asking softly, is this all there is? You've read about mindfulness, productivity, and the art of being present. Still, the mind spins like a wheel that never stops. You're not just tired, you're disconnected. The heart feels heavy with invisible years. You're running without moving, achieving without feeling alive. There's an invisible weight pressing on your chest, the pressure to perform, to keep up, to be seen. But maybe time isn't your enemy. Maybe it's your teacher. Maybe it's not time chasing you, but you who has forgotten how to see in the language of the mystics. Vision isn't just with the eyes, it's with the heart. The ancients called this sight Al-Basir, the all-seeing, the divine attribute that perceives truth beyond illusion. And as Ibn Arabi once wrote, the eye that sees the real never blinks. What if you could awaken that Satan see the world not as chaos, but as divine order unfolding before you? Have you noticed how easily life becomes a blur? You measure your worth in calendars, clocks, and notifications. But Ibn Arabi called this false perception zaman or illusory time. It's like running on a spinning wheel, mistaking movement for meaning. Imagine standing in front of a fogged mirror. You see shapes, outlines, but not yourself. That's how most people live, surrounded by reflection, but blinded by illusion. Modern life keeps you in mechanical inertia, sequence of deadlines and duties that disconnect you from the eternal now. You move fast but arrive nowhere. You live in reaction, not awareness. Ibn Arabi said the first step toward awakening is realizing you're asleep, seeing that the fog isn't the world, but your perception. When you pause, the mirror clears. The illusion fades. And through the stillness, something begins to look back. The divine gaze, waiting for you to notice. Have you ever felt that life is trying to show you something, but you keep missing it? Al-Basir, the all-seeing, is not about watching the world, it's about seeing through it. Ibn Arabi said that awakening begins when the inner sight opens and awareness becomes your guide. Every moment is a mirror polished by attention. When you look through illusion, the real looks back. He taught that the heart is a mirror reflecting divine light. But dust made of ego, fear, and desire dims the reflection. The more you clean it, the clearer life becomes. During his exile from Andalusia, Ibn Arabi wandered between war and chaos. Yet while others saw destruction, he saw divine renewal. To him, every sunrise was not another day, 'twas the universe reborn. He called this dar eternal time, a rhythm where creation renews itself every instant. When you begin to see with Al-Basir's sight, you realize the noise isn't the enemy. It's the background hum of the divine orchestra, waiting for your silence to tune in. What does it mean to be complete? Ibn Arabi described Insan al-Kamiltha, complete human, as one who mirrors divine qualities, clarity, patience, mercy. Not perfection, but harmony with the eternal rhythm, he said. The real is a mirror in which you see yourself, and you are a mirror in which the real sees itself. This completeness isn't about escaping life. It's about living within it with conscious sight. When you respond instead of react, when you breathe before you speak, when you choose compassion over control, you embody Al-Basir's light. You stop being a fragment of time and become a reflection of eternity. Have you ever walked through chaos and still felt peace inside? That is the path of the seer, the traveler of awareness, or sulk. It's not about retreating from life, but learning to walk within it. Awake. Life becomes a labyrinth where every wall is a mirror and every turn a test of vision. You may see confusion, but through Al-Basir's eye, each obstacle reveals hidden symmetry. Ibn Arabi taught his students that the journey of the seer is not linear. It spirals inward toward recognition. Every step you take outside mirrors a discovery within. To walk this path is to see the divine behind every disguise, in pain, in joy, in strangers, in silence. It's realizing that the sacred isn't distant, it's disguised as your everyday life. How do you see through illusion? In Sufism, this awakening is called Shatter, Unveiling. It's the moment the fog lifts and you realize the world never changed. You did. A story tells of a student who asked Ibn Arabi how to find peace. The master sent him to the marketplace. Amid shouting and chaos, the student found stillness rising inside him. The noise was still there, but it no longer owned him. That's Kashf, seeing the divine rhythm. Behind the world's noise, when awareness deepens, every sound becomes music. Every face, a verse. Every breath, a revelation. Seeing through Al-Basir's eye isn't a theory. It's training your heart to recognize divinity in ordinary moments. How do you bring this vision into daily life? Start small. Morning, before screens or sound. Sit still and whisper, Ya Basir. Feel your breath rise and fall. Let thoughts drift like clouds passing through sunlight. Science calls this coherence, when your heart and brain fall into rhythm, creating focus and calm. Daytime, as you move through the day, every encounter becomes a reflection. An angry coworker mirrors your own impatience. A kind stranger mirrors your hidden gentleness. Ibn Arabi called this the Hall of Mirrors. The world doesn't reflect itself, it reflects you, evening, at night. Write 3 moments when you saw clearly: a pause before anger, a kind act, a deep breath. Ibn Arabi said, gratitude magnifies what it touches. Science agrees gratitude rewires the brain, calming emotional storms and expanding empathy. Modern life will still test you. There will be betrayal, noise, and fatigue. But when you stop reacting and start seeing, illusion loses control. Even pausing before replying to an angry message becomes a sacred actor. Moment when Al-Basir's sight awakens through you, morning, day, night, stillness, awareness, gratitude. That is how you live the revelation. What happens when you stop fighting time and start flowing with it? Life transforms from repetition to revelation. Seeing through Al-Basir's eye doesn't change the world. It changes how you read it. When your awareness aligns with divine rhythm, peace stops being personal. It becomes cosmic. Your calm energy changes the field around you. A peaceful parent reshapes a family. A mindful teacher transforms a classroom. One centered heart steadies a room full of storms. Ibn Arabi warned, do not claim to be the light. Be the window where it shines. True seeing is surrender, not superiority. The mirror reflects best when it forgets its shape. Science now echoes what Sufis always knew. Presence rewires the brain. Calm spreads through emotional contagion. Awareness heals not just you, but those who stand near you. When you live with Al-Basir's sight, every breath becomes part of a greater harmony. You remember what the mystics called the whole, and maybe, as Ibn Arabi whispered, When the eye of the heart opens, the illusion ends, and the real looks back through you.